We're working on this brand new Honda Civic. It's in for our new car prep and ceramic coating. The wheels are gloss black and definitely dirty. If you look at the paint, you see a lot of grit. Properly rinsed and properly pre-washed. Lots of grit back here and in the wheels as well. So this is in for our new car prep. We're gonna coat it with Crystal Serum Light. We're gonna coat the face of the wheels and all of the glass and any exterior plastic trim. So what we're working with today is Kosh Chemi Fine Cut. We're gonna use the Orange Lake Country pad. I have my polisher, I have some towels, and let's look at the paint first because it's silver, it's brand new. Does it have any defects? Hey, where'd my light go? So let's take a look and zoom in. Yeah. There's really nothing. Now I'm sure there's going to be a stray swirl, maybe light scratch. So could we panel wipe it and coat it? Yeah, we could, but just doing a quick polish. We don't have to go full paint enhancement or full paint correction because there's nothing to correct. There's no need. This polish is just going to cleanse the paint. It's going to mechanically cleanse it. We always do this no matter what because it is going to add gloss and it's going to remove anything that might be on the paint. I'm sure there's a little bit of wax or sealant that might be left somewhere on the paint, and this ensures that it's gone. This type of abrasion with a polish, medium pad, perfect combo to chemically and mechanically clean the paint and just ensure that everything is gone. Now, would a panel wipe or a surface prep remove waxes and sealants? Maybe if they're weak, but I don't rely on these to prep the paint. I know. So I just don't do that because I want to make sure 100% that the paint is ready and prepped for a coating. And really, to me, this is a 100% way, a surefire way to make sure that the paint is prepped and ready and that there's nothing on it because this is abrasion. So with that said, we're gonna quickly go through and polish the paint. If there is anything on the paint as we are polishing along the way, we'll bring you in and show you.
What's your favorite polish to prepare the paint for ceramic coatings? And how do you offer your ceramic coating services? Is a paint correction always included? Is a paint enhancement always included? Or is it simply a prep polish to mechanically clean the paint? Leave a comment down below and let me know, how do you package your ceramic coating services for your customers?
Sometimes I find the blue fluffy towels to just be a little too fluffy for polish removal. So I just opt for a lower nap microfiber towel. So I'll have both of these options down below. So we switched over to microcut instead. The fine cut really wasn't needed, and this wipes off a little bit better in this situation. In this particular instance, nope. What had happened was...
Leave a comment down below and let me know, do you enjoy ceramic coating brand new cars? Because we do.
Crazy, I did find a defect back here.
Yeah? Yay.
That was for the one defect on the paint.
The one defect.
Yeah, I'll take this over those big black trucks that are hammered.
Mm-hmm. This is pleasant. Oh, so pleasant. Now that everything is polished, I'm going to do a light panel wipe just to remove any residual polishing oils from the polishes. Don't forget to wipe down all of the black textured plastic as well, because that's going to be coated in G-Technic C4 Permanent Trim Restore. So now let's get to polishing the glass. So we're going to use Clarity Cream from P&S, a Eurofiber pad, and the cordless flex, just because it's easier to reach across the windshield. You don't need a ton of this. That much is good. Now this is not for any type of defect removal or water spot removal. It's just to prep the glass. It's removing anything that might be on the glass. And once we use a glass cleaner, wipe off the residue from this, it'll be ready for a coating.
There's nothing better than a fresh cup of espresso coffee. This Nespresso machine was a lifesaver. Would you like to see a dedicated video on how to properly prep and apply a ceramic coating on your windshield? Comment down below if you want me to make a dedicated video about that. In fact, do you want to see dedicated videos on how to properly prep and apply ceramic coatings on plastic trim and wheels? Let me know down below if that's something that you'd want us to work on.
All right, it's coating time. We're going to start with the hood here and work our way around. Crystal Serum Light is a very easy coating to use. I'll give you a couple of tips to make things easier and kind of streamline the whole coating process. One thing that I do recommend is get lights. You want two different sorts of light sources. You want a spotlight, like a handheld light like this, and you also want a flat light like this. So these are photography lights, and basically it gives you a nice frosted light. This also helps spot any high spots. So I do recommend both lights. You can get away with just one, but I just find it easier to use both. Now on my little station here, these are the New Age cabinets. They actually go underneath there, but it's a perfect station for my coatings. Actually, this coating, this cabinet itself is dedicated to coatings. So I have all these little applicators and towels, paint depth gauge, everything I need in this cart. It's my dedicated coating cart. I have the beads racks coating caddy here, so everything is ready. I also have the little pipettes that I need, and I also use this little applicator. So let's start here with the hood. This is how much I put on there. I don't need to over apply. I kind of butterfly it, and I'm going to work in about a quarter of the hood here. I will box it out and then evenly apply in a crosshatch pattern just to make sure that it's evenly applied over the paint surface. You don't need to keep going over the surface, just make sure to get every square inch. Now, it is pretty warm in here, so you're going to see it start to separate and start to flash away. And when it does that, with Crystal Serum Light especially, when you start to see it separate and bead, or as some detailers call it, sweat, then that will be the time when we wipe it off. So you can see it here applied. And if we zoom in close, there we go. Nice and even. It's just starting to separate and sweat. It's been maybe about 30 seconds or so. In cooler temperatures, it'll take longer. In warmer temperatures, it'll go faster. All right, now we have it starting to separate. You see that? Those little lines. Now it's ready to remove. Now I have two towels. Let's use one for the initial wipe. And basically, I again just kind of box out where I'm going to wipe. And then in just small circular motions or large circular motions or sweeping, just remove the coating. Make sure to go all the way to the edges, and you're going to see the initial wipe removes 90% of it. Now this is going to be my final wipe towel here. And again, I'm going to just simply go over it very, very light, extend the borders, make sure that I'm not just pushing the coating around. I'm going in these sweeping motions like so. And when I get to the edge here, I'm going to do a clean sweep like this. I'm not going to push it to the edge and then go back. I want a nice clean sweep. That's just my technique. Everybody kind of has their own technique for doing that. And you can flip it for one final wipe, and you're going to feel how slick it is compared to the rest of the paint here. So this is a little sticky. Here is nice and smooth and slick. And that's how you apply Crystal Serum Light and pretty much any coating. They might differ slightly from coating to coating, but I choose the G-Technic coatings because they are so easy to apply and the results are fantastic.
Leave a comment down below and let me know what is your favorite ceramic coating to apply and the reasons why. Is it the application process, or is it the durability range, or is it the flavor? Let me know down below.
Now, when doing intricate areas like the bumpers, front and rear bumpers, you want to make sure to cover all these small areas, but really check with your lights because they're just awkward little areas that you're going to need to get your towel into. So make sure when you are coating the paint here, the plastic's already been coated, so I'm just going to avoid it. If it gets onto the plastic, it's not a big deal. You just wipe it off. It's not going to adversely affect it. In fact, it'll just layer it. Again, I'm going to do the whole bumper here because there's not a ton of paint here. And yes, you can go over the taillights, the headlights with the coating, be applied to all of those surfaces. Just giving it about 30 seconds or so. It's pretty warm in here. It is flashing. Wow, it's actually flashing very quick. So this is just the first initial wipe. I don't worry about using the lights until I get to the final wipe. At this point, I can even flip the towel over, continue to wipe. Now I'm going to grab my second towel. This is the final wipe towel and my light source, and just really make sure to go over the areas very meticulously. This is really the most important part of coating, I believe, because this is crucial. You may miss areas. You need the light to help you get all of these high spots. And you're gonna have to maybe contort your head and your body to be able to look at all these areas so that nothing is missed. Because if you miss it, then it's gonna create a high spot. You don't want that. Look into all these little corners under here, because the coating may actually go under there and kind of cure and hide on you, and you won't see it. It's pretty much done. I will also, and this is optional, but it's a good idea, is use C2V3. And it's also time for coffee.
If you are enjoying these videos and benefiting from them, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it with others, and stay tuned. I have more on the way. And enjoy the next video.